Well, howdy do, Buckaroos. It says we are now live. You are watching me pour my last one from this pack. It is Urban Chestnut Hop Switch. It had two single malt, or not single malt, two single hop pilsners and two single hop IPAs. This is my last one. It's the Amarillo single hop IPA. It's very nice. So, what are you drinking, Todd? I should have mentioned joining me for this session at the Beer Whisperer Pub is Todd Wren out of Indiana. So, Todd, what are you drinking, buddy?
I've got Jackie O's Dark Apparition out of Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you get some
I
glare
actually
there.
had that. I had that one time. I guess I think it was last year. Mark Pyle from Ohio sent that one to me.
Yeah, they're out of Athens. Comes in at 10.5%. What the IBUs are on it, but doesn't say on the bottle.
Dang, that's a big one.
I actually got this over the summer in Cincinnati while we were there, so I've kind of been hanging on to it just a little bit until it got.
And now it's officially stout weather. I don't know about your neck of the woods, but we got cold here fast.
It's been cold all week this week, and today it was like 62, but raining all day.
I think what they say, we hit our high of about 50 something at midnight, and it just kept getting colder. I think we got a mixture of rain and sleet going at the moment, I think.
Yeah, and I think that tomorrow it's only supposed to be high of like 30, so sandwiched around the 30s. We got the 60, supposedly 60s today. I don't know if it ever actually got that warm or not, but
That's Large the cat. She likes to get in the shot when I'm doing videos for some reason.
yeah, I see her running around sometimes. Let's see this cat.
Yep, you hear me talking, you want to be right here, don't you? Yep. Large the cat. So there you go. She wants to be a star.
Might as well let her then.
So you want to talk about any tasting notes on that beer?
Yeah, I just poured it. Had a nice little head. Kind of went away a little bit, but nice dark. On the nose, get some malty caramel type, like dark chocolate smells to it. Oh yeah, it's nice. Yeah, definitely get a little bit of smokiness in there too on the just in the taste. Definitely get the chocolates, some caramel, some nice sweetness to it. It's a very, I'd say, body on it. It's a nice beer. I've had this one before too. It's been a while, but it's the last time I had it. So I saw it on the shelf when we were in Cincinnati and had to give it a go again and pick it up. So good beer.
Yeah, I love those big stouts this time of year.
Definitely adds the 10.5. I feel like it's that big. So how about yours?
This was nice. The whole pack was great. I love the single hop stuff because it lets you really see what that particular variety has and not get muddled down with the other flavors. The Amarillo hop is known for its floral and citrus characteristics. On this one, in particular, I get a lot of orange and orange blossom on the nose. On the flavors, you get a lot of orange. You do get some grapefruit, but it's predominantly orange. I also get hints of lemon zest as well. It's just a nice, crisp light. I think folks that might find flaw in it are going to do so. Excuse me, because it's called an IPA. I'm not sure it really feels like an IPA in the sense that what American craft IPAs are now. I mean, it's not real heavily hopped. It's not extremely bitter. It's not in your face. But it's more what a oh, I don't know how to say this right. It's just not as crazy bitter as most IPAs are these days. So I think if folks are going to find flaw, that's what they're going to find flaw in. But the beer itself is done perfectly.
Kind of similar to what Sheffley did over the Smash Pack, huh?
That Smash Pack, yeah. Did you try that Smash Pack?
Yeah, that was great. Every one
Did
of
you
them
have
in
a
there
favorite
were
hop in
good. I
that pack?
enjoyed. I'm trying to think. Gosh, I can't think of the name of any of them off the top of my head. I've got the box still sitting in my basement here.
For me, there was an English variety called Brambling Cross, and it had these
Yeah,
brilliant
that one. That's
spicy
it.
notes. I love
That's
that one a
it.
lot. It was just that spicy finish it had. I thought was just brilliant.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite one. That was it. I think we actually talked about that one before. That was. I
Yeah,
enjoyed them all, but that one was really good.
yeah, I
Yeah,
like
I
that
agree
one
with
a
you on
lot.
that one. I like the spiciness of it too. Yeah, out of that Urban Chestnut one, that sounds interesting too. How much was a 4-pack of that?
It was well, it came with eight beers total. They're 16. Well, they're actually 500 milliliter bottles. Um, it came with eight of them, two of each. The four varieties, two of
Oh,
each,
okay.
and
Oh,
it
nice.
was it was about 19 for the 8 pack.
Well, that's not bad.
No, not for the big
Considering
bottles.
they're
And I'd
yeah,
like these. They call them Euro bottles.
yeah.
Did you get Urban
That in your
Chestnut your
videos,
way yet?
what's that?
Did you get Urban Chestnut in your neck of the woods yet?
Are they supposed to be coming out this way?
I think they're looking at widening their distribution. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be good. A lot of the stuff you do videos on from there always look and sound interesting.
Now, how far is St. Louis from your neck of the woods?
Um, I'm wanting to say it's 4.5 hour drive. So what's that about?
Oh,
Let's
gotcha.
say
Okay.
300 miles, maybe.
It's about 3.5 for me. I was trying to think maybe we could plan a vacation, plan a weekend or something. Meet in St. Louis for a weekend or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be up for that.
My wife doesn't drink, so I could volunteer her to drive for us.
My wife does, so she wouldn't drive anywhere. You'd be better off
Well, we'll see
letting me
that way
do that.
your wife could drink with us while my wife drives. It'd be a win-win.
Hey, there you go.
We'll
Let's
let her hang
see.
with us if she wants to.
She don't get much in the craft beer. She's more of a
Wine
she'll drink
drinker.
she'll drink some. I mean, she likes some of the Kolsch's. She don't like anything bitter. She don't like any IPAs or she don't drink any of the dark stuff, but I can get her to drink a Kolsch or even some cream ales as long as they're not that
I have a handful of wineries out that way too.
It says I just put it on Google Maps and it says 3 hours and 54 minutes.
Okay, so we're just about the same distance. Yeah.
So actually, probably not even that far because when you do that online, it just goes by the actual road speed limit, not what
Mhm.
you probably actually drive.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.5 hours, give or take, or maybe a little sooner. Depends on if I'm
Yeah.
driving or her.
Yeah, maybe we can figure something out. We'll meet there for a weekend.
Yeah, we might maybe we can try to do that over the summer or
Monday,
something.
Friday, and Saturday, or we'll
Yeah,
both head home
yeah, we could.
Sunday.
Yeah, if we could leave like on a maybe after work on a Friday or something, and get in town on a Friday evening and have Saturday and Sunday maybe to hang out and before we come back home or something.
My cat just sneezed all over me.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd definitely like to do that.
Yeah, there's some great spots out there. Of course, there's a lot of great breweries, but I mean, it's a good foodie town too. I don't know if you and your wife are foodies, but there's just a lot of great places to go out there.
We try to be. There's a lot of good stuff around here in Louisville now too that we try to we just don't really take full advantage of. But we need to, we try to get out and hit some of the local.
Urban Chestnut's interesting because the Grove location is set up like a big German beer hall, so they've got a lot of German influenced food. That they've got some great food there. Schlafly Brewery also has some pretty good food. Trying to think, I don't remember food being at Four Hands or not. I don't remember what they have, but there's a lot of great restaurants out there.
So you got what, Schlafly, Four Hands, Urban Chestnut, with Artisan.
There's
What is that?
perennial artisan out there.
Perennial, yeah.
There's Alpha. Um, does your wife drink whiskey?
She doesn't even like the smell of it.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a distillery out there near Alpha Brewery called Still 630 that does some great stuff.
Now she
liked whiskey.
She likes going to those places. She just don't partake much in those. Like we was going to summer. We were up in Bardstown for something else. Mm-hmm. My wife and her brother and myself, and we were gonna, on our way back home, we were gonna stop at Jim Beam for the day, so we didn't get a chance to go in.
Oh, bummer.
We kind of walked around the site a little bit, but we didn't actually get to do her tour. So she's all for doing that type of stuff. She just doesn't, she kind of has her. She'll drink she'll drink the Bud Light and Miller Lights and stuff like that, but she won't. I can't get her cracked in the craft beer world much.
Do you guys like Italian food?
That's probably one of my favorites. I love Italian food. She'll eat it. She likes Italian.
There's an Italian district in St. Louis called the Hill, and so if we ever meet up there, I think we'd want to tour the Hill. There's a lot of great restaurants. Some of them you can. It's in a neighborhood, so you can kind of walk around, hit a couple of them. Most of them, they're not necessarily craft beer places, but most of them have a lot of the local St. Louis beer there. There's one place in particular my wife and I love. It's called Antonino's Taverna, and that place is just amazing.
What's your favorite? What do you like to get?
I'm an Italian sausage junkie, and I like getting Italian sausage out there because they all make their own.
Nice. Well, like peppers and just sauce and everything in it or on it. Or
either sausage and peppers or salsiccia parmesan. I'm a big fan.
Okay, that sounds good. Making me hungry now.
Yeah, I know. You got me thinking about that. There was one pizza we had out there that had I think it had Italian sausage and meatballs, and what else was on it? Boy, it was incredible. But yeah, they make their own crust, and it's just I just love that place. But there's a few other joints out there that are just great as well.
Sounds good.
And
yeah, I'd like to.
There's the Irish section of St. Louis called Dogtown, and then there's an Irish pub called Seamus McDaniel's that has good food. And then there's another small place called Pat Connolly's Tavern. I'd like to take you guys to that one just because it's one of those classic old bars. You know what I mean? It's kind of a certain feel.
Okay.
They've got great Irish whiskey. They didn't have a lot of craft beers on tap, but they had some. And of course, in those places, you can always get a Guinness.
Right. Yeah.
And there's a small craft brewery in Dogtown called Heavy Riff, and all the names of the beers are all music influence. I've tried to do videos twice, and both times for whatever reason my phone lost the video. So it's one place I have to get back to. But Heavy Riff Brewery does some incredible stuff. They had a brown ale called Velvet Underground, named for the Velvet Underground. But they did a vanilla version, Velvet Underground, that was just amazing. Just a vanilla brown ale, and it was just crazy good.
Sounds good. I think anything add vanilla to along those types of dark anything, nice balance to it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna pop another beer while we keep talking because I was almost finished with that one when we started, but I didn't want to pop a new one until I finished it.
Well, I've got about a swallow or two left of this one, so I can grab me another one. Out for a few minutes before we logged on, so I had a chance to get up to room temperature a little bit.
I've got an oatmeal stout here from Diamond Bear Brewery out of North Little Rock, Arkansas. It's 5.8%. I don't remember the IBUs offhand, but it's a very nice oatmeal stout.
Now, do they distribute in your area, or do you just get them when you're out and working?
They do not distribute in my neck of the woods. No, I picked this up in Arkansas. And believe it or not, I mean it was only $8.49 a 6-pack, so it was very reasonable.
Oh wow!
I picked up their pale ale. I found their pale ale. It was $7.97. Their IPA was $8.29, and this one was $8.49.
Seem like your prices on a lot of your local breweries are cheaper than a lot of ours are here.
Yeah, it does seem that way. There's so much competition out here as far as not necessarily breweries, but liquor stores that a lot of them will put sales on. A lot of them will do competing sales at the same time. So almost at any given time, I could get Springfield Brewing Company, White River, or Mother's for usually under $9 a 6-pack. In some cases, they'll be fighting it out, and I can pick them up for about $7.97. So, but I can usually find either White River, Mother's, or Springfield Brewing Company for about between $8 to $9 a 6-pack.
Okay. Now, where's Piney? Is Piney in St. Louis, or is that in Springfield, or is that neither?
Piney's not anywhere. Piney's about 2 hours from me. They're about 2 hours from anywhere. They're out in the middle of no damn place. But yeah, they're about 2 hours from me. From St. Louis, they're probably about an hour.
Okay.
Or 2 hours, babe? About 2 hours from St. Louis? About 2 hours from St. They're out the only town they're close to is a small town called Houston, Missouri.
And that's the one you've done, and it looks like you're out in the middle of a farm or something, right?
Yeah,
You've done some videos from there.
Yeah, you are actually out in the middle of a farm. They
Yeah, looks like
they have cattle. That's what they did before they started the brewery. So I mean, you will see cattle go by. They actually feed the cattle the spent grain.
So do they distribute it all, or is it just based on your actual brewery to buy their stuff?
No, Piney's getting a pretty good distribution. In fact, I can get Piney River out there in Arkansas.
Oh, okay, nice.
But I don't know if they're out of state. I know they go to St. Louis. I just don't know if they get into Illinois or Indiana yet. That I don't know. But I know
I've not seen it here. No, I've not seen it here, but possibly the Evansville area, which isn't too far from the Illinois border. So, southern west tip of Indiana. I don't know how far from the Illinois border Evansville actually is, but they may distribute there. I'm not sure. We don't get them here for sure. I have tried some of their stuff though from several years ago when you probably sent the first batch to John.
Oh yeah.
Oh, their sweet potato.
The sweet potato ale, yeah. Yeah, they're not going to do that one anymore. They said they're not going to do that one next year. I was kind of bummed because it's a good beer.
It's got the mule or the donkey or whatever on the, or used to anyway, on the can or whatever.
Their IPA has a mule on their Missouri Mule IPA, and their
oh, maybe it was that one then. Okay.
Their double
I was thinking
IPA.
that was on the sweet potato one for some reason.
They only do their double IPA in March when they have their anniversary, and they call that the Mule Team. So their regular IPA is the Missouri Mule, and their double IPA is the Mule Team.
Okay. That might be what I was thinking of. I was thinking that was the sweet potato one for some reason.
So you guys getting geared up for Christmas out your way?
Yeah, we're trying to. We have Christmas Eve at our house, family and friends, and it's kind of an all day in and out type thing. We'll just fix a bunch of appetizers, and my aunt used to do it all, for a long time, and then a few years ago we started doing it. Now my aunt passed away about 3 or 4 months ago, so we still, I guess probably for the last 5 or 6 years we've kind of started doing it at our house, and it's just kind of a big, it's not just family, it's friends, and just kind of rolling it out all day long. It's not really anything for just kind of everybody just kind of stops by on their way home or on their way out to other family and whatnot. So we just kind of have a bunch of crock pots going with appetizers
Oh,
and
that's nice.
lots of beer. And my family used to go to my aunt's house and do it for a long time, and we kind of took it over years ago and started doing it. And so yeah, we'll do that on Christmas Eve, and I always look forward to it. See a lot of family that you don't see, but a couple times through the year, usually Christmas Eve being one of the days. So we got pretty much all our shopping done.
Well, that's good.
A couple things to pick up. We do everything on Amazon for the most part now.
Yeah, it's nice
Yeah.
that you could do that. You know what? I haven't been to a mall in several years. I don't do that thing anymore.
I took my daughter out last night to buy a couple of gifts for some of her friends, and that's the first time I've been to the mall, and I can't tell you when the last time it was. Like, in fact, there was a few stores, and I was like, I didn't even realize those were even there. It's been a while. Everything online. I mean, we have Amazon. We got Amazon. There's an Amazon distribution center probably 5 miles from our house. So anytime you can order on Amazon, we just about, as long as they got it in stock, we pretty much get it the next day. So it's like we're a Prime member, so you get free shipping on pretty much everything. So it's like, why not?
Yeah,
You don't leave your couch.
yeah. We're Prime members too. Yeah.
I see now that they're trying to do groceries and everything too and stuff. So getting crazy.
Yeah. Won't be long. We won't have to get out at all.
I know. Is that if that's a good thing or a bad thing? I kind of lean towards the good thing, but
Well, it's funny. You think with social media, people would become more sociable, but I think it's having the opposite. I think you're creating a generation of introverts. You're creating a generation of people that only know how to communicate by text. That really
yeah.
don't know how to. That have no idea how to actually act with other people.
It's funny that you say that, because we was at a friend's gathering, I guess, kind of Christmas / she's going to school to be for nursing, and it was end of semester, so they had a little get together and kind of celebrating the end of the semester and Christmas, and had a bunch of friends over, and one of the girls that was there I've known for a long time, and amongst our friends, and her sister came. I've never met her sister, but through Facebook I felt like I knew her. Stuff on Facebook, I'm not friends with her on Facebook, but I felt like I knew of her through her sister.
Uh-huh.
Names, I guess first time I was like, it's nice to meet you, but I feel like I already know you.
Yeah.
Social media kind of works that way, and you don't really know the person at all. It almost kind of gives you a false sense of identity in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. We might be heading in that direction.
I can't figure out if it's a good thing or a bad thing. In a way, it's kind of a good thing, but in a way, it's kind of a bad thing too.
I don't know. I just think, especially younger folks, I think are losing their social skills because they don't know how to deal with somebody face to face.
Oh yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that 100%.
And I think we're losing the.
I see it. I see it every day.
I don't think that you have. I don't think you have manners drilled into folks like they were when I was a kid. I was brought up. You said certain things. You said please. You said thank you. You treated people with respect, and I don't think that's really happening anymore.
Yeah, that's one thing that we always made a point to teach and drive into our daughter's into her mind. She's very polite and does that type of thing when she's outside of the house. everybody always comments on how nice and polite she is, and so that always makes me feel good because you don't see that a lot of times now
Yeah.
with a lot of the kids. In a sense, she's kind of old school in that way, but she's got a lot of new school in her too, with the phone and apps and computers and tablets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But she does have I can say she does have some of the social skills, kind of the old school generation, I guess, in a sense. So.
Well, our daughter and grandkids are going to the in-laws on Christmas, so I think we're going to go over there for Christmas Eve. It's always been a tradition in our house ever since the kids were little that Christmas Eve we always do pizza. So we're gonna get some pizza and bring it over there for Christmas Eve, and so Christmas Day it'll just be the wife and I. We're just gonna relax and keep it quiet, just the two of us.
Oh, that's nice. That's kind of what it is for us on Christmas Day. It's just my wife and daughter and I, and buy stuff for each other. Some years we don't. This year we really didn't buy anything for each other. We just bought for our daughter and some of our family, and we'll do our family exchange on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day it's usually just us, and we'll hang out, and then I'll fix a kind of a big country breakfast with bacon and eggs and biscuits and gravy and that type of thing. It's always kind of been a tradition the last years, I guess. For a long time, I used to have one of our sales reps. He would send me a box of country ham,
Oh yeah, yeah.
bacon, and a big almost looked like a burlap casing of sausage.
Oh yeah, wow.
Since our company shut down, I haven't seen the package, so I don't think he's going to be sending it to me anymore.
So how's the new job going for you though?
It's going okay. It's going all right. It's still a process, but I'm gonna give it a go and try to see it out a little bit and see what happens. Not it's not gone as I had planned or hoped for or anticipated, but it's still building to get to where we want to be at from what I was brought on to do. So still got a little bit of ways to go, but
Well, good.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So you're finishing up your beer now?
I am. You want to hang on a second? I go grab another one. Or you want to
Yeah,
end the
you want to
session?
keep going or you want to end it? Well, I tell you what, let's end this session and then we'll keep talking. Hold on a second. Hey, I am Tony Beer Whisperer. You just heard Todd and I talk about, well, nothing actually, just what we've been doing lately, our Christmas plans. But that's kind of what I like to do on these Beer Whisperer pub videos is just talk like we're having a pub conversation. I don't really like to do, beer style videos. I think there's so many other people doing those. And some, how many Bud Light videos do you really need to see? How many times can you, how many times can you examine Miller Lite? I mean, really, once you've talked about it once, do you really need to do 10 videos, have 10 discussions talking about, the one or two notes you might get from that beer? So, anyways, hey, I want to thank Todd for joining me for this session, and heck, we may be back for another one. Who knows? Merry Christmas, y'all. I am the Beer Whisperer, and I approve this message.